when it comes to being heard, we invite you to consider your timing. What does it mean? It means to be honest with ourselves and to do a checkup of ourselves and understand if it is the right timing to express ourselves. So, context. Is it the perfect space for a meaningful conversation? Maybe are you detached from the situation? Are you a great observer? Do you have empathy for yourself and empathy for the other person when you're about to express yourself? Timing can be as important as knowing what to say. Then let's do a scan. So now you love scanning yourself. You know how to scan your mind and to scan your body. So let's do it again when you're about to make a request, when you want to be heard. Am I willing to have a conversation? Yes or no? If it's a no, it's okay. It means it's not the right timing for you. Does it feel right? Do you have any tension in your body when you're about to make a request, to have a conversation with someone? Or are you clear with yourself? How is your energy? How are your feelings? Are you already judging yourself? Are you already judging the other person? And let's do a body and emotional scan. Check if there is any tension in your body, as we just said, before starting the conversation. Are you overwhelmed already with the emotions? If a person we wish to communicate with is not in the place to be heard, maybe we can find another timing. Maybe we can just stop and tell ourselves it's not the right timing now. It feels off. I have tension, I have a strong emotion. I'm already judging the person. I'm already anticipating with the answers of a person. So it's really about respecting ourselves, respecting our needs, and having the will to being heard fully. So context, mind scan, and body scan. Consider the right timing before expressing yourself.
And you can apply this prerequisite to any context and situation, meaning at work, yes, usually you like to consider the timing, but also at home, right? You can identify when is this really the right moment to have that conversation. That leads me to the second part of the prerequisite, consent. Who make an invitation to connect with a purpose while establishing consent. We tend to do that all the time at work. We would never meet to discuss an important budget or presentation with a co-worker without having agreed on timing and days and task and preparation before the meeting. But when we come home at the end of the day and we have this urge to share positive and negative feeling with our family members, do we ask them if this is the right time for them to receive our truth and our honest self? Not always. Well, we shouldn't be surprised when they don't listen to us. We shouldn't be surprised if they're doing, they're focused on their own activity because we haven't requested consent. We haven't maximized our chances to be heard. Intention. What is the reason for the conversation? Elodie was saying it earlier. Check if it's the right timing. Well, those two are very related. What do I value that I most want to speak? And answering this question is critical before having the conversation, because you may realize that, oh, actually, my intention is somewhere else. My intention is not having this conversation with this person and this resolution. My intention may be very personal in getting clarity or gaining more information on a particular topic. So when you are writing your intention or clarifying your intention, ask yourself what, who, why, where, when, and how as appropriate. And then positivity. Oh, yes. Use positive language when making requests. Why? We told you, you can't get what you don't ask for. But when you ask, make sure you're precise and positive in your request. Otherwise, you may receive something you don't want. Example, I asked my partner not to spend so much time at work. What happened 3 weeks later? She told me she signed up for a tennis tournament. But my need, my request was actually to spend more time with her. And that didn't happen. Why? Because I didn't ask a clear request.
And whatever we end up saying, at least we know that we honor ourselves. We were listening actively to the other person. So we were respecting ourselves as much as we were respecting the other person. And we know that we make the request from a place of balance, neutrality in our body, in our mind, in all all our emotions, completely balanced. So we gave ourselves the best chances to be heard. So we should celebrate ourselves after making a clear request, even if we don't get the result that we wanted to get. We respected ourselves.
So now remember, you have a checklist in your pockets. Every time you're ready to make a request, check if you're ready, if you have like green lights. If your mind and thought scan is a green light, body scan is a green light, emotion scan is a green light, energy scan is a green light, and presence, stillness is a green light.
This is what we call the heart 0 point. Are you at the heart 0 point, the complete perfect balance?
And if you're not yet, it's okay, but don't go get this conversation yet. Find the way to realign yourself in the present and to connect to your intention and to clarify the need and to get the right consent. And then you can go and have that conversation.
And remember, the best, quickest tool and free tool is a deep breath to come back in a place of alignment. So as a centering practice, practicing conscious breath is a powerful tool to help you reach that heart 0 points.